welcome to the Redmen TV. Liverpool have been beaten 4-1 by Tottenham at Wembley in the Premier League. Dejan Lovren was terrible. It's the Twitter reaction show. I don't know how many I've got in me because I'm fuming on that performance there, but Chris Williams comes up with a really good tweet. If the defenders you can't play, if the defenders you have can't play your chosen system, there's two choices. You either change the players or the system, not do neither. Now, Chris Williams is obviously a journalist who's been in on the show and stuff before. Respect his opinion. I think he's spot on in this one. I think, you know, me and Tom and Si were talking about it during the game, and, you know, it's negligence for me not buying a centre-half, and I know we shouldn't be mentioning this anymore. These are our defenders until it gets to January, but it's games like these where you regret those decisions that have been made beforehand. And, you know, Dejan Lovren has struggled with consistency while he's been at Liverpool, his entire Liverpool career. Joel Matip doesn't seem to play well with Dejan Lovren, and maybe that's because of Lovren, I'm not sure. I think Matip can be a top centre-half. We've got inexperience on the right-hand side, whether it be Trent or Gomez. Obviously, today it was Gomez. Didn't think he had a bad game as such. You got Moreno, who's... It's weird because Moreno's our best defender. And don't get me wrong, Moreno's been playing well this season, but if you'd have told me that Moreno's our best defender before the start of the season, I'd probably have said, A, you're on crack, and B, if that's true, we're in a massive struggle. And unfortunately, we're in a massive struggle defensively at the moment because Moreno's our best defender. I think Klopp needs to change something. You know, does he bring a different keeper in for the Premier League? Because Simon Mignolet's been poor again today. Does he bring and just start playing Joe Gomez at centre-back and hoping for the future in this rebuilding season? I don't know, but these are the questions. At DJ Selector Skills, says, we are never going to compete. We should want better. It's that simple. It's time we as a fan base strive for the best. And I think, you know, I know DJ Selector, and he's a good lad, like, and we have different views on a few things around Liverpool, but right now it's looking very difficult for Liverpool. I don't think we're going to compete for trophies this season, unfortunately. Looks like we're out of the Premier League. Champions League's probably a step too far. You know, the FA Cup hasn't started, but maybe that's an opportunity for us, but it's not good enough. I want more than the FA Cup, and I think every Liverpool fan wants more than what we're getting right now. So I do disagree with you, mate, about, you know, it's time we as a fan base strive for the best. I think the fan base always strives for the best. I mean, they always want the best for Liverpool because that's what fandom is, isn't it? I think, you know, me as a Liverpool fan might disagree with you on certain things, but I'll always agree with you if, well, what do I want at the end of the season? Trophies. Of course I want trophies. You know what I mean? Anyway, at David Noonan, punishment for not buying well enough in the summer. So many players are not good enough. This is the thing, isn't it? Right now, after another poor performance from Liverpool's back line, you're looking at that and you could go, next season, do I want Joe Gomez as the starting right back? Probably not. Would I want Joel Matip? Maybe. Would I want Alberto Moreno? I'd still probably want improvements. Would I want Dejan Lovren? Absolutely not. Would I want a better goalkeeper? Yes. So there's probably one of 5 players there that I'd be looking at going, I want better than. As far as the midfield goes, maybe you can bring Naby Keita in. He improves your midfield. Coutinho, what's Coutinho going to be? Unfortunately, right now, it still feels like we're missing a spine, and Klopp's had a couple of years, and we still haven't got that spine. Well, that's after a bad defeat, you know. Ask me that question again after Maribor, and I'd have said completely different. At Unique Riggers, 16 more games before we can sign a new centre-back. Going to be a long 10 weeks if we keep playing like that at the back. Yeah, fully 100% agreed. The fact that there's 16 more games before we can sign someone, and I don't think we've signed players in January for the last 2 or 3 years, have we? We bought Corker in. Have we bought anyone else in January under Klopp?
No.
That has to change. That absolutely has to change, because right now it looks like we need reinforcements. No Don't Jump, at No Don't Jump, or John Hannafy. Can we stop pretending now, please? Build for next year. Mignolet never going to be long-term. Lovren, thanks and goodbye. Emre, sign or go. Wow. This is a bad one. At LFC Gaza 1997. Heartless, no fight, spineless, lethargic, flat. Where do we go from here? Fortunately, after heartless, no fight, spineless, lethargic and flat, there is only one place to go. We'll probably go through mediocre. Defence isn't that bad. We've still got the best attack in the league. And then we'll get back in a couple of weeks to heartless, no fight, spineless, lethargic, flat. Where do we go from here? And repeat until the errors and changes at our clubs are sorted out. At Math Jones, too many individual errors, easy to predict team with no formation or tactical changes, and subs being made way too late. Subs, generally speaking, are made a little bit late for me. I think obviously today's the standout to that. I mean, Jurgen Klopp has no choice but to get rid of Dejan Lovren from that side, and get rid of Dejan Lovren from that side. He did. Yeah, it is probably a little bit easy. I think, you know, conceding that goal so early on changes the complexion of the tie massively. It makes it, you know, a much harder game for Liverpool, obviously. I mean, I'm not telling you anything you don't know here. This team is not built to... This team, is built to go a goal up. And unfortunately, this team is built to be a goal up. And unfortunately, you start games at 0-0. And we need a team that can compete and get into those good situations, get us a goal, and then look to counter them. And that's what happened against Maribor and stuff. But, you know, we need to be able to compete at 0-0, don't we? I mean, I'm just tired of saying it. Like, I mean, that defensive performance is atrocious. At Virgo Child 69, that was abysmal display against the top team. Literally bent over and got rammed dry. Yeah. At Liam Shorey, as shite as we were, some of our fans are fucking toxic. Yes, we were shite, but it's one bad game, some proper mank behaviour. Support the lads. And I don't know if Paul still does a comment of the week or comment of the day, but I have picked at Lindbergh Carl, who's just put Deja Vu, which I thought was fucking hilarious and true, and gets my comments of the week. If you've enjoyed the video, drop a like on it. Let me know what you think to Liverpool's performance, obviously, in the comments. Subscribe to Redmen TV on YouTube, and check us out for the player rating show to obviously see what I give all the players. If you're interested and you're sadistic in any way, shape or form, we've got all the long form content coming out. So we've got the instant match reaction podcast that will be up this evening. 10-15 minutes dissecting that game properly, and then we've got the final word show with BBC journalist Emma Sanders on Monday, where we get to talk about that game in proper depth and detail, which will be shite. But anyway, it's a good show, and it does make it's a cathartic experience doing a final word and watching a final word after one of these, because you know you can get it all out your system and you can forget about it and get on to the next game, which is Huddersfield. So anyway, that's me, that's Redmen TV, that's the Twitter reaction. So thanks for sending your comments in, appreciate it, every single one of them.